Hey folks, Adam here, and I gotta tell you, I absolutely love my brand new 4-in-1 smart toilet. Yeah, this is the smartest toilet you can possibly get. Easy to install. Took about 45 minutes for my plumber to go ahead and put it in, but this is something that you do it yourself, guys, are gonna have no problem with. Just like a standard toilet, it's gonna sit right on your standard fittings, but it just plugs right in. So, what can I tell you about this? First and foremost, one of the things I like so much about this is it's so much quieter for a flush than my previous toilet. My previous toilet was powerful, but boy, it sounded like a rocket ship was taking off. And since this is our guest bathroom, we don't want guests to be woken up in the middle of the night. This will go ahead and automatically flush 4 seconds after you're done, which is really, really smart. It's moderately quiet as well. So that's going to really be an advantage over previous toilets that are loud and actually took about 30 seconds before they'd flush. So you'd walk in the other room, you'd lay down, and then this, you don't want that. You want something nice and quiet. Now it has sensors. You put your foot down, it'll automatically rise, and that is really convenient. Move your foot twice, it'll open up, and yeah, this is everything you need to never have to touch the toilet again. Now, that quiet automated flush, really not bad considering I'm sitting less than a foot away from it. Um, it's done a great job of not being too loud, of course. And then there's going to be ambient lighting that will show you. You can kind of see it right now, but we'll show you in the dark as well and in different environments. But the ambient lighting is a particularly nice touch that keeps it classy and honestly, it's efficient. Think about that. That little bit of lighting is going to give you what you need to get through the room at night. Because a lot of times you don't want to kick on all the lights, right? Now, this particular toilet has all the functions right here: water temperature, drying, front bidet, rear bidet, and stop. That's really nice that you can control that right there at a push of a button, and that's going to last for a long period of time. And it's got dual user modes. I've never seen this in a toilet, but it will remember the user. Think about that. It's going to remember the user so it knows your temperature preferences for the water, for the seat, for the dryer. Everything you need to know is personalized to you. So that is really something that makes this toilet much smarter. I know you're probably thinking, do I need that? But you probably have it in your car and you love it. And once you realize, oh, this is the exact right temperature for me, oh, this is the exact right drying for my preferences, this is a great option. Now, it's got the front and rear wash, kind of the masculine and feminine wash. You can do it at a push of a button, or like I said, it's very convenient. And that's kind of nice that you can just hit the spot that you need washed. And that's really nice. There's an oscillation mode that will keep everything nice and clean, as well as hot and cold, or at least warm and cold temperature. So they've done a great job with everything in between, and that makes me happy. Now, there's no issues with the amount of water pressure either. This is self-contained, it's got its own tank, and you never have to worry about running out of water pressure. So that is really nice. And again, that built-in tank is second to none. So whether it is all the settings here, the automatic open, or the quiet flush, there's everything that you need to really boost your business. Now think about this. There are still people out there wiping with trees, wiping with paper. That's not hygienic. If you got peanut butter on your hand, you wouldn't wipe it off with a piece of paper, would you? A linty, gross piece of toilet paper? No. You would wash it. You would wash it. Imagine the difference between taking a light garden hose and rinsing off the back of your hand and just smearing around peanut butter. It's the same difference. Folks, once you switch over to a smart toilet with a front and rear bidet function, you're going to wonder how you lived without it. You're going to look down on people who don't do that. Now, a nice thing that I noticed as well is that this functions just like a normal toilet for everyday people, right? My dad came and visited. And when I told him we first had a smart toilet, he was a little like, I don't know what that is. I don't need to use it. First time he used it, he figured out and he loved it and he wanted to get one for himself. His excuse was, well, it's not for me. It's because your mother likes the warm toilet seat. And it does feel good, right? And by the way, that's the sensor right there. And when you sit down, like it felt me sit down, it runs a pre-wash around the bowl, which keeps the bowl from getting dirty. I'll also note that this is kind of self-cleaning with the powerful jets. Think about that. Normally, we're relying on just everyday water pressure and gravity to flush the toilet. This uses jets and it's powered, so it's like it pressure washes the water every single time. So that's really fantastic. And again, you never have to touch the toilet seat again. It's going to, you just have to put your foot right here basically, and it's going to know to close and it's going to know to flush. So this is a really smart design, something that is impressive. Now right back here, it gives the water temperature. It gives the temperature of the seat. It has the ambient light. And you know what? This is a upgraded material. So this porcelain doesn't stain and it's easy to clean. But frankly, because of the pressure washing that it does, basically, you're never going to have to worry about cleaning your own toilets. How about that? All right, folks, this is a fantastic device. Let me show you a little bit more, and then we're going to wrap it up. All right, folks, and right here, you've got a flushing button, the ambient light, night light. You've got the positioning for the nozzle, if you want to adjust it, the massage, a little bit of moving, user 1, user 2, and you've got the seat and the seat cover and open. So all the buttons you need there, as well as, I'm going to show you, we're going to zoom in here as a team, but you can see the obvious buttons, the ones you're going to press the most, front and rear, dryer, and water temperature. So this does all the work for you. All right, folks, with the built-in sensor, this knows when you get up, so it'll auto flush. This has everything you need to do the business that you want to do without embarrassment, without the unnecessary cleaning. And this is really a fantastic design. And the thing I like most about this is that even if you're not familiar with smart toilets, it's not going to be tricky for you. You've also got a flush button, you got a flush button right over here. So you've got everything you need, and you can go ahead and use the bidet function front and back with that wheel right there. So you have multiple options on how to use it. It's convenient, it's stylish, it's sophisticated, and it's chic. I like that it has that night light function as well. And folks, I do want to point out that there's a variety of colors that you can pick from with the ambient lighting. I think I'm going to settle on a nice blue, but a lot of options here. Oh, that's pretty cool too. I feel like they show better in real life. But yeah, lots of options here to go through, and the remote control is you can pick it up and move it around. I just wanted to point that out as well. All right, folks, with that being said, I love and appreciate you, but what are you waiting for? It's time to get to flushing and get to shopping. Thanks for watching. Go pick one up. This is a premier model that, compared to the competition, blows them away at an impressive price point that makes it affordable for any family. Yeah, and you can practically get rid of the toilet paper with that nice drying function. This is great for those emergencies. This is great for the times. You remember when as a nation, we ran out of toilet paper? This would have you covered. All right, beautiful night light, ambient light, and everything you need. All right, go put it in your cart. Goodbye, my friends. Adios. Goodbye.